You're different. So let's talk about escapism. Let's talk about escape. As artists and or creative spirits or entrepreneurial spirits, we are always trying to escape the paradigms of the norm because we envision better ones, different ones. We feel into a bigger reality that is beyond the already been created into the not yet been created world where we pull things out like magic. And if you are here, you are a creative spirit or entrepreneurial spirit, whether you work for someone else or don't work or anything else. You just are. If you're here, you are. So we pull things out of this not yet created world like magic. And that magic then provides a much needed escape and respite to those who feel trapped in boxes that are making them really unhappy, but that they believe they have to stay in. This is a courageous thing. To always be living on the cutting edge of new creation and invention, and to always be looked upon by people who are not doing that as someone who is just trying to escape reality or romanticize reality or run away from reality and responsibility and practicality, when it is the very thing that you are designed for as an artist and creative and creator. All of the world's great films and books and paintings and pictures and plays and scripts and experiences and talks and audios and songs and music and travels and healing spaces that have brought laughter and joy and hope and inspiration and love and magic to people's lives have been created by escapists from the ordinary. From the non-linear and illogical and impractical and unrealistic hearts and minds that saw and felt something else. As such a spirit, you are naturally risk tolerant in a way that a lot of people just aren't. And yes, you are perfectly aware that this doesn't always work out as planned, and it can lead to failures and mishaps, but you consider that a very small price to pay for the cost of admission to living a more richly fulfilling and joyful life. You are perfectly aware that escaping those norms not only saved your life, but saves the lives of others too, because those norms sucked the life force out of you to the point of maybe even not wanting to be on the planet at some point. And you are a sensitive soul, and you see that same thing in people all around you too. You see them holding themselves to the old rules and the old ways and the self-judgments and feeling the soul-crushing weight of that. You see them blaming others or blaming you for their unhappiness. And as much as you'd love to save the whole world if you could, you know the only thing that you can do is create the life you wish to live and be the change you want to see. Because you know and you understand how what you are ripples out and touches everything. You take a look at your own places of blame regularly and your own places of shame and disempowerment and are committed to taking your power back. Not everyone is built for this life, but you are. You want to be out on that leading edge, creating the new. You want to feel the aliveness of continual discovery of your power and magic and what that can create. But you also want to be held. You also want stability and plenty to hold you. And you are not quite sure maybe yet how to walk this line. Creating the new requires a lot of not knowing And it also requires a lot of knowing, knowing of what you cannot yet see with your eyes, but have seen for a long time with your heart and soul. Knowing of what your soul and body and bones knew when you popped into this planet, but not knowing when or how or through who or what directions or all of those logistics. But as our world is finding out more and more now in these strange and tumultuous times, the physical 3D world is not the stable, reliable, set in stone thing that people seem to believe that it was. And now everyone is feeling those tectonic plates of life shifting beneath them and feeling the unsettlement that you have always felt and known deep inside. You've always seen this. So when the rest of the world was getting rocked, you actually felt like you were kind of in your element. You used that wave to ride to your own next level because you finally realized you were right all along. And that these things that they told you were supposed to be tethering your life force to were just as unreliable as anything else. Yes. Everything is always shifting and no truly lasting external stabilities exist, but you absolutely can reconnect that stability to your inner stability, and that inner stability will know exactly what to do to create the external stability and plenty you need in your own unique situation. It's like you're just unplugging your wire from what you once believed would hold you, and you're plugging it back into the grand design that always did within you. Any and all logistics and practicalities needed will come out of that space of unconditional love for you and who you are and how you're built. And they will be creative logistics and practicalities, perhaps, ones that feel as much a part of your artfulness as anything else. For me, my journey with business and money has been an utterly holy one to me. It asked me to expand my ideas about what I thought my own power and magic could not touch. I was like, yeah, I have power here and here. I can do things here and here, but not here. And business and money said, oh, really, sweetheart? Look again. There is no place you cannot use your power of choice and creation. And you want to know that, deeply know and remember that again in this life. And for me, work and money is one of the most powerful places to do that, especially money, as it is one of the places that people in this world feel most powerless. So yes, you are trying to escape a reality that has made jobs and work and business and money and the ways to best handle all those things into a reality where businessmen literally throw themselves out of top floor window buildings when they lose their jobs for shame and fear and judgment. And we are all doing that to ourselves on the inside when we choose to suppress our true and authentic desires and expression for our life in the name of some respect or safety that someone else created and said was the only right thing. That is no kind of life to live. But it does not have to be throwing yourself into a scary deep end unprepared either. It is simply a matter of continually centering yourself in love. Love for who you really are and what you really want, as if it matters, because it absolutely does. No matter how realistic that seems to anyone else in this world. Love knows what to do for you. Love will not throw yourself off a cliff without a net. Love will help you take your leaps in a way that feel more peaceful in your body. Love has all the answers. And I'm here to help you tap into that love. It's very simple. Our minds make it so complicated, and it's so simple at the core. I'm here to help you tap into that because that's what I am always needing to tap into myself. It's the thing that I need to do for me and would do for me anyway. But now I get to share it with all of you too, which is my absolute joy. And if you would like some help with that, I've got lots of lovely roads to explore it with you in the picture grid on my sunnychapman.com/work-with-me page, or the drop-down menu there. You will see all of my offerings. Pick the one that calls to you the most. I suggest using it like an oracle. Just whatever pops out at you the most, whatever calls to you the most, I'm sure that's exactly the right one for you at this time. Everything I do is designed to reconnect you with your own authority and power over your own life and what you create with it, because that's what I want for me. So that's what I want to pass on. All right, sweet bees, I'll see you next Sunday. Bye.